Hello and welcome back to the Modern Prairie Homestead. Today I'm going to give you a little taste of what our weekdays look like when Andrew is out at work. I am a stay-at-home mom working to start our homestead alongside my 20-month-old Cleo. This past week we found some kittens hiding around the property, so we brought them in. We've been giving them food every morning and then they're out for the day. We then move on to letting our chickens out. This is Cleo's favorite part. We've been encouraging them to come out on their own, and I try to encourage them to go straight into the pen we have set up for them. We would love to have them free range full time, but our one dog is not super friendly with them, as well as when we're not on the property, I'd like to have them enclosed. So this morning and for most of the day today, we are going to have them free ranged, but they are not 24/7 free ranged every day. Every morning we put out a little bit of feed. I fill up their feeders in the shed for nighttime, and I fill up and change their water. The chickens have begun to roost on the pen tops behind me, so we are going to be taking those out probably this weekend, and then they will have the whole shed. Once the kittens are done their breakfast, they're so friendly. They come over and they play with us and the chickens. This is Cleo's favorite game, is find the chicken in the hedge. We have been letting the kittens have a ton of exposure to the chickens because I do want them as they grow up to all get along. We moved to this homestead about 7 weeks ago from a condo just outside of the city of Vancouver. It has been life-changing, and these are my slow coffee mornings watching Cleo play Where Are the Chickens in the Hedges, and we couldn't be happier. After we feel like we've had enough relaxing chicken time, we take our dogs out for a walk on the trails out back. Our dogs do sleep in the house at night, but then when Andrew leaves for work in the morning, he puts them in this pen that is also connected to our garage, and it just makes my morning with a toddler a little bit easier. Once we got back with the dogs, I made us some lunch, just some eggs with mushrooms and peppers. I gave Chloe a banana. She also had a yogurt for breakfast, so I wasn't sure if she was gonna eat much, but she loved it. Then we read some books, we played some games, we worked on some letters, and then I went and fed my sourdough. I convinced Cleo that she should have a nap, and then I went ahead and went back to my deck painting project, which has been taking an eternity. I am using this bear paint from Home Depot. The people that owned the property before us left about 40 cans of paint, so I found this. It's the same color that our door is and our windowsill, so that's the color that our deck is going to be. I have been tackling this project in very small sections while she has had naps, so it has taken way too long, but I am almost done. I had a feeling she was going to wake up soon, so I washed my brushes, and then I made my way inside and started making some pizza dough because it needed to rise for dinner. My go-to pizza dough recipe is 3/4 of a cup of warm water with 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 tablespoon of avocado oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of flour, and 1 teaspoon of sugar, but that part is optional. Knead it, divide it in half, and plastic wrap it, leave it on the counter for at least an hour, usually I do 2. When you're ready to make your pizzas, roll them out, top them as you like, and bake at 475 for 12 minutes. Since Cleo was back up from her nap, we went back out to play with the kids. After taking some relaxing time for myself, I started to work on this eyesore that has been out front of this chicken coop. I had an epiphany yesterday and I finally know where I'm going to put my raised beds. We're going to put a greenhouse on this 3 meter by 3 meter concrete pad that's already existing. We're going to fence this area off. We're going to put 6 raised beds here. I am so excited. Andrew was almost home, so it was time to get these pizzas dressed and in the oven. After dinner, Andrew worked a bit on our bedroom reno. He got the floor in on the weekend. It's starting to look great. We discussed some paint colors, and then hopefully we're going to be painting it this weekend. Then Andrew went out to cut some grass while we still had some dates. Cleo was cheering him on the whole time. Cleo and I put the chickens in for the night. We made sure they had food and water, and then we fed the kittens and put them in for the night. Thank you so much for spending a bit of your day with us and seeing just a taste of what my stay-at-home day looks like starting a homestead.